This video tutorial will accompany the candy counting assignment that's coming up in class, and I'd like to go over just a couple things. First of all, as a review, this section in your ribbon called the font group is how you change font size, apply bold, fill cells with color, or change the font color. Remember, in Excel, if you want to make a formatting change, you have to select the cells that you want it to apply to. So for instance, if I want an entire row 1, I would click on that one and apply the color. I'm going to hit undo. If I only want a specific group of cells, I would click and drag over, then apply the color. Once I have color in a cell and I start typing, remember that if you have text in cells to the right, it will override what is in the cell. So notice that my word high school goes past this border right here. So if I have something in the cell here, notice that the word gets cut off. So anything in the column to the right is going to override anything in the column on the left. So to do that, you need to extend the column size, and you can do that by simply clicking and dragging or double clicking. You could also right click and choose column width and type in a measurement. Okay, that is for review. This lesson today is going to use quite a bit of numbers. I'm going to type in some random numbers here. Let's say 20, push enter, 15, push enter, and 63, push enter. Now, Excel is smart and it can do math for us. There are several ways to do math. If I want to tell Excel that I'm going to do a math problem, the first button I always push is equals. It's kind of backwards. We need to tell Excel we're doing math before we start typing numbers so it knows what it's doing. So I want to say equals, and then I'm going to add these numbers up. So I could say 20 plus 15 plus 63. And then I push enter, and it's going to give me the answer. Notice the answer is in my cell C5, C and 5. But I also can see up here in the formula bar the problem that I typed. Okay, I'm going to type another row of numbers. Okay, another way to add up text is using the auto sum button. Over here on the top right of your ribbon is the auto sum button. If I push that button, it's going to guess for me. It's asking, do you want to sum up, which means add, all of these numbers above it? And my answer is yes. So I'm just going to press enter, and it's going to give me the answer. So notice the answer is in cell D5, and it's also up here in the bar. Now, if I had different text, I'm going to scoot over a bit. If I said 5, 3, 9, 12, skip a line, and 8. Let's say I want to add all of this up, and this one is blank. When you press auto sum, it's unsure what you want to add up. So you simply, with your mouse, click and drag everything you want to add up. Remember, put your cursor in the middle and drag down. Always put your cursor in the middle. Click and drag down. Okay? Don't click on a line, because when you do that, you're moving it. Okay? So you want to click in the middle and drag down. And if you've made a mistake, you just start over, auto sum, click and drag down, press enter, and there's your answer. Okay? I'm going to delete that. So that's the auto sum. Another thing that you can do is, let's say I want to add 20 and 14. So I'm going to say auto sum, and it's going to say, are you adding up these two numbers? My answer is yes. Okay, I'm going to put my cursor back on that cell, and notice there's a little green box in the corner right here. This is that button we used for filling cells. Well, it also can copy math. So I'm going to click on it and drag it down. And what it does is it copies the math problem down. So it's saying, I added up these two cells, and in this one, I added up these two cells, and in this one, I added up these two cells. It's copying the function or the formula, not necessarily the numbers. Okay, so it is smart, and it can do math for me, and it can also copy and paste as I pull that fill handle down the math problems that I got those answers in. Another thing you're going to have to do in today's